everybody, I'm Gaz Jackson. Today I wanted to talk to you about choker chains or check chains. The reason I want to talk about this is because there's so much misinformation on the internet in regards to using check chains, and it's got everything from check chains are bad, check chain means pain. There's so many organisations that are anti-check chain and they refuse to use them. They think it's bad and dogs will choke themselves with it. So there's a lot of fake media and fake news about check chains. So let's have a look at them and I'll just give you my perspective on them. This here is a check chain or a choker chain. Okay, it sounds bad, choker chain, because if a dog pulls on it, he's going to choke, right? So this is how it works. It just goes on like this over the dog, and if you give a correction, that might be all you need. But it's actually not only a check chain or choke chain, it's actually a lasso. This here is a lasso. Okay, now, here, this is nylon. This is also a lasso. No one seems to have problems with this, but both of them are identical. One's made of nylon, one's made of chain. Here is another lasso. This one here is used by RSPCA and animal control and professional dog trainers. It's a rope lasso. All of them work exactly the same way as a choker chain or check chain. And guess what? When a dog pulls on any one of them, he's going to choke. So instead of being anti-check chain, how about being anti-dog pulling? Now, that's not all. You might think, okay, well, I'm a positive trainer and I will only use a collar, but I will not use a check chain. So here we go here. You might have a collar which slips like this, and this also acts as a lasso, but in the shape of a collar. If you have a fixed collar like this, and the dog pulls, guess what? He is going to choke. So when a dog pulls on the choke chain or a collar, he is going to choke. There's been many dogs that have choked themselves out on one of these on a walk, and same with these. So instead of being anti-choke chain or anti-collar or whatever it is, how about being anti-dog pulling? Right, now that gets us to the next part. When a correction is given to a dog, it is not a punishment for the dog, it's guidance, it is a tool. So this actually sits on the dog loose the entire time, okay? And then, say for example, in a 10-minute session, I give the dog, say, a dozen corrections, okay? And the correction might be as little as, that's it, nothing more, just a little bit of guidance when he looks over the wrong way, and I can just go, boop, to guide him into where I want him to go. So 12 corrections, which in my calculations adds up to 0.5 of a second per correction, which gives us a total of 6 seconds of correction in a 10-minute session, which, if my calculations are correct, it amounts to 1%. 1% of the entire training session has a form of correction. The other 99%, I'm a positive dog trainer, praising, using food, goofy stuff, all that type of thing. I'm just basically 99% positive dog training. This only amounts to 1%. So instead of being anti-check chain or choke chain or really lasso, because there's no difference between these two, they both do the same job. Council and everyone uses them, that seems to be okay, but all the organisations are against them. They are identical. If a dog pulls, the dog's going to choke, and the dog will also choke if he does it on this. So instead of being anti-choke chain, how about being anti-dog pulling? In that case, the dog's not going to choke himself out. So if you choose not to use this, but only use this, and that dog drags you down the street every afternoon, you don't train him not to walk on a loose lead, then you are actually choosing to choke your dog out every day. Anyway, food for thought. Bye for now.